Hi, I'm Professor Smith. Today I'm going to teach you about the power of words in Shakespeare's Hamlet. Each character is greatly affected by the deceptive words used in the play. Evidence of this is seen first in Act 1, Scene 5, when the ghost is speaking to Hamlet.
Revenge, his foul and most unnatural murderer.
Murder?
Murder most foul, as it in the best it is, but this most foul, strange, and unnatural.
Haste me to know it, that I, with wings as swift as meditation or the thoughts of love, may sweep to my revenge.
A serpent stung me, so the whole ear of Denmark is by a forged process of my death.
In this scene, the ghost uses the power of words to foreshadow the future events. He does not directly say that he was killed by poison and uses the quote, "the whole ear of Denmark," to create a powerful double meaning. This is the beginning of the powerful words Shakespeare will use throughout the play. Words have the power to create and shape reality.
The next evidence of power of words is seen in Act 3, Scene 1.
Oh, help him, you sweet heavens!
If thou dost marry, I'll give thee this plague for thy dowry. Be thou as chaste as ice, as pure as snow, thou shalt not escape calamity. Get thee to a nunnery, go, farewell. Or if thou wilt needs marry a fool, for wise men know well enough to what monsters you make them. Go to a nunnery, go, and go quickly, farewell.
Heavenly powers, restore him!
Words, not actions, drive Ophelia to commit suicide. Hamlet is very abusive to Ophelia, claiming to her that he never loved her. Ophelia allows herself to be influenced greatly by the men in her life. He uses his powerful, twisted words to emphasize his madness. It proves that Hamlet's words have the power to act like daggers.
The next piece of evidence where Shakespeare uses power of words is when Hamlet is speaking about his mom in Act 3, Scene 2.
I will speak daggers to her, but use none. My tongue and soul in this be hypocrites. How in my words some ever she be shent. To give them seals, never my soul consent.
In this scene, Hamlet states, I will speak daggers but use none. Hamlet is figuratively saying that he will use words instead of daggers on her. His words will be as sharp as daggers, but he will use no violence. Hamlet is indicating his intention of using harsh words instead of acting on them. Hamlet understands how powerful his words are and uses them to achieve his goals. Hamlet's use of metaphors allows him to create powerful double meanings to all of his statements.
The final and most important evidence is seen in Act 3, Scene 1, when Hamlet says the famous "to be or not to be" speech.
To be or not to be, that is the question, whether 'tis nobler in mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and, by opposing end them, to die, to sleep, no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks. That flesh is here too, 'tis a consumption, devoutly be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance a dream. Aye, there is the rub.
In Hamlet's famous speech, he continually tries to make logical sense of his thoughts and allows his words to create uncertainty. Hamlet uses many powerful analogies of the afterlife. He talks about his problems rather than acting on them, which is his tragic flaw. Words are so influential to Hamlet and ultimately shape his reality. The action we expect to see as the reader gets delayed while Hamlet second-guesses himself. He begins to get caught up in his words to the point he is unsure of his own thoughts. Words have the power to act as daggers. Hamlet's connection to words shapes his perception of reality. Every character is affected by Hamlet's harsh words. Hamlet's tragic flaw revolves around his extreme use of words and inability to act. Hamlet is unable to face his own reality. Hamlet, along with many other characters, fail to say directly what is meant. We see that Hamlet appears to be a very three-dimensional character.